From Cornwall to Birmingham and Johnston and Bexhill, here's Ruben Spire on the radio.
Hello to Heather Mcdowall. How are you today?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Thank you for letting me chat to you today. So, can you tell me how long have you been a singer-songwriter for?
I would say so. I've been writing songs since I was 7 years old. Properly pursuing it was like I think 2017. I think I really started pursuing it. Before that, I was doing like gigs here and there, but nothing too special. But then I started properly trying to knuckle down and get my music out there.
So, was it like going into the recording studio when you first went there?
Sorry, repeat that again. You broke up. I'm so sorry.
What was it like when you first went to the recording studio to record your debut single? What was it like when you first went there?
It was really exciting, yeah. So the first single I ever released, I did in my own home. So when I started doing stuff with a band, being in a kind of studio, it's still a kind of home studio, but a studio setting was really exciting, and I felt like I could do so much more. And it really enabled me to like do more than what I would usually do because I felt limited beforehand.
So, tell me more about your debut single called Small Village, Big Town.
Yes. So I wrote that just before I was going to move away. I ended up coming back, but I was moving down to Brighton at the time. And I remember I was really, because I was at an age where it's like unimaginable to move. Like it's such a big life step. I like wrote this song as an ode to where I grew up. And people luckily liked it, which was great.
So, where do you get your inspiration for writing music?
I would say it comes from a lot of things. My friends' experiences is a massive one. I would say that my own experience, and then also I just like to write in different perspectives. So because we don't all live life the same, but we have like similar feelings and thoughts. So I kind of like to write it from different points of view, so that everybody kind of feels heard. But yeah.
So, can you tell me more about the single that was called the Underneath?
Yes. So I wrote the Underneath a while back, and it was because I saw someone loving someone more than they loved that person back. And I think there was something so tragic but beautiful about that I had to write about. And yeah, it's still one of the songs that choke me up when I sing it. It's such, yeah, it's very meaningful to me.
So, can you tell me more about the single that was called Dumping?
Yes, that one's one of my more fun ones. I wrote that because my friend went back to an ex-boyfriend of hers after he cheated on her several times, and I had enough. I went home and I wrote a song in a way of getting my feelings out. I never expected to release it, and then I did. And she knows that it's about her, and she loves it. But yeah, it's such a good song. I love it.
So, can you tell me more about the latest single called Street Garden?
Yes, Secret Garden was a really interesting one. So often in life, I think a lot of people can relate to that. You feel like people from your past come back, and they're either a lesson or a blessing. And my ex-boyfriend tried to talk and get back with me, and I wasn't about that. So I wrote this song as like a clear message, like I'm not into you the same way that you think I am, because he was literally imagining this thing that I wasn't. And I loved it. Yeah, it's one of my songs that are meant to be fun and a bit of tongue in cheek. So yeah. Thank you.
So, have you got any plans to work on any new music in the near future?
Yes, so I am currently working on an EP, which I'm very excited for. Some new songs, definitely some old ones reimagined. And I'm just working towards really creating more of a discography of my sound, because I think for so many years I was so scared to release my music. Now I've got so much of it, I just want to get it out there. So that's what I'm working towards.
So, why were you so scared to release your music in the first place?
I think it was that at school I wasn't really received well, I might say. So I think it was always that kind of rejection that I was so scared of. But you're going to get rejection from everywhere, and I just kind of think I couldn't just sit around anymore and just watch people do the thing that I love and that I know I can do. So, you know, I took the leap and it's worked out pretty well.
So, have you got any plans to do a with another artist, write music with another artist, collab with another artist?
Yes, I'm currently in the works that I can't really talk about it, but there will be collabs on the way, and there will be some projects that I'm going to be a part of in the future that I'm very excited for.
So, can you tell me how was your gig, your headline gig in Leicester not so long ago? How did that go for you?
It went really well. The crowd were immense, and having my songs sung back at me for the first time was really incredible. It was just such a nice atmosphere, and I loved it. It was amazing.
So, how did that make you feel when your fans sing your songs back at you?
It kind of makes me feel like I'm doing the right thing, if that makes sense. I think you're never sure, and I think it's really easy to kind of get down on yourself, because streams and stuff, I think, can often play with a musician's mind. I've tried to stop looking at that now because there's just no point. But I really think that it kind of just makes me feel a bit more confident, and that like, oh, my music is doing something for someone, and that's like really cool.
So, can you tell me, you mentioned before they got some gigs coming up in June, so in July. So, can you tell me more about them?
So the one that's the closest is I've got one at Stanton under Baden, and that's called Stanfest. I'll be doing a 45-minute set from like 4:30, and I'll be singing some originals and some covers. I've then got one in Loughborough at for Falcon Fest, which is raising money for people who are homeless, which is really meaningful to me. So yeah, I'll be performing there as well. Set times will be elsewhere. We haven't like got that properly yet. And then my big one is the one in London on July 3rd, which will be my third time performing in London, which is really cool, and I'm very excited.
So, finally, can you tell my listeners where can they find you on your social media?
Yeah, so my name on Instagram is Hev Music, so that's HEVMM Music. And then for TikTok, it's Heather Mcdowall Music. McDowall spelt with ALL at the end. But yeah, that's where you can find me if you're interested.
Well, thank you for letting me chat to you today.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.